for the drama? If you're ready, clap your hands. So this drama is about Sudama and Krishna. You just saw in Gita Fair the story, and the kids from Sanskrit school are going to depict the whole drama. The good thing about this is every word of this drama is going to be in Sanskrit. So if you know any other Indian language, you already know 60% of what is going to be spoken. However, I have still been given this job to explain and set the stage so that in case you don't pay attention, you can still see what's going on. So how many people know the story of Sudama and Krishna? So that I can, kind of a lot of you, right? So, yeah, but basically Sudama is a very great devotee of Lord Krishna. Can I have silence from kids, please? Kids in the first row, please. Hey. Good job. So that's nice. So Sudama is a very great devotee of Krishna. And as a devotee of Krishna, he knew that Krishna was around in this world, in the same place in Dwarka. And he knew that he can get everything from Krishna. However, he decided to not go to Krishna for anything. So what you're going to see in the coming scene is that Sudama is a very old, poor Brahmin. His kids are, because of poverty, kids are suffering from hunger. They have nothing left for eating. And kids are almost like, So the mom, being very dear to kids, she feels very pity. And she begs Sudama to actually go and ask something from Lord Krishna. And Sudama, being a devotee never asks anything from Lord except for devotion. So Sudama is not ready to ask anything. However, when wife insists a lot, usually the wives do that, he gives in, and you'll see that he's going to Krishna for at least having his darshan. So with that, let's give a big round of applause and cheer to kids. So they can... If you see some mic glitches, just keep quiet and have patience because technology never helps us. saw how Sudama did not like anything, any bad thing about Lord Krishna, and he got very angry when he heard things like, oh, Krishna is not taking care of us, etc. But in the end, he gives in. He agrees to go to Dwarka. He also is given a special gift for Lord Krishna, and you will see the significance of that in coming scenes. But now the question is, Sudama is so poor, and his dress is also not fit for Krishna. And Krishna is very opulent. So let's see, kids in the first row. Kids. Okay. So this story is about kids and his dad going to Krishna's place. We're going to see what Krishna is going to do with Sudama. Will he really get entrance into the palace, which is so opulent, or will the gatekeepers really throw him away? So what you're going to see is that the gatekeepers are surprised to see this poor man trying to enter the palace, and they just stop him right there. However, Sudama will tell that I am an old friend of Krishna, and he'll use a word called Attamitram. It's like he's a very intimate friend. So that's where the gatekeepers get very confused. How can he be an intimate friend and be so poor? However, Krishna is residing in all our hearts. So he knows that my dear devotee is waiting for me at the door. So he's going to run to him, really go embrace him and take him back to his palace. So this is a very intimate moment of a devotee with his Lord meeting, maybe for the second time in their life. So please relish every moment of that. And while they are getting ready, I will continue to keep you engaged. So what you will also see is how in the coming scenes, how
can you say this?
So there, let's focus on this story. So but as you saw that already Sudama didn't want to go, yet he's going to this place. Let's see what he's going to ask for and how will it go there. Okay.
Aham Sudama अस्मि कृष्णस्य सहपाठी आप्तमित्रं च अरे भ्राता किं त्वं च कृष्णस्य मित्रं त्वं ने धनिक वचसः महाराजः श्रीकृष्णः Tishta. Give me the cardiac. Hey Mitra, hey Sudama, Agamleta.
So as you just saw, the two gatekeepers did not believe at all that this poor man could be so close to Krishna. And you could have seen how Krishna was running to meet with the devotees. And what you saw, like two little kids, this is how they used to play when they were kids. So they really were very intimate with each other. And that's when now Krishna is taking him around, and they were laughing, and eventually they went to their palace. Now what is going to happen in the palace? Let's imagine what will happen. Here is a wife of Krishna. Anybody knows the wife of Krishna who was in the palace at that time? Okay. Rukmini, very good. So Rukmini is going to see the love between Krishna and Sudama. and then her heart will also melt at the same time. And you'll see how a completely different thing. Usually devotees, please Lord, they do all these puja and archana to Lord. Here you'll see exactly opposite. Krishna and Rukmini actually washing feet of Sudaman, and they'll be drinking water. They'll be offering everything to Sudaman. And that's when you'll see some more amazing stuff. For instance, Sudaman actually came to ask for something from Krishna. What did he come to ask for Krishna? For more wealth, so that his kids can be fed. However, he will not ask anything. He'll just give something in return to Krishna, very hesitatingly. And Rukmini will just see that little love and little offering that was given to Krishna, and you'll be amazed what happens with that. So with that, I think the stage is ready. So let's give them again a big hand, and let's get started.
मम बाल्यमित्र सुदामा अस्ति आगम्यतां नमो नमः महान् प्रमोदः अधुना सर्वं मानयामि हे मित्र आसनं स्वीकरोतु हस्तयोः पादयोः पाद्यं समर्पयामि हस्तयोः अर्घ्यं स्वीकरोतु आचमनीयं च वस्त्रम् आभरणानि च माला आभरणानि च किम् अस्ति तस्मिन् स्यूते सत्यं पृथुकामहो अत्युत्तमं वयं बहु रोचते अत्रानय पृथुकं स्वीकरोतु
You're really eating it?
जाग्रत किञ्चित् भोजनं या
So we just saw, Sudaman did not ask for anything at all. He just gave some pounded rice that he knew that Krishna likes it so much. And he was still hesitant to give it. As you saw, he was hiding it. And Krishna saw it and asked for it. So now what's going to happen? He will go back to his place. And can anybody guess, if you know the story, what will he see when he goes back? See, exactly. He had a very small broken hut with hungry kids lying there. But when he reaches there, he sees a very big palace. He doesn't believe, he's like surprised. Whose home is this? What's happening here? And then his wife comes from inside, who's dressed very nicely. Kids are fed really well. And at once he remembers, oh, this must be Krishna's mercy. There's nothing else that could have happened which caused this. And then they'll be so ecstatic, they'll start glorifying Lord Krishna. So that's exactly the story of Sudama. And we'll see how it goes when they actually perform here, because some of them are laughing. Hopefully they won't laugh. Kids in the front row, please try to keep your laughter to yourself because it distracts them. This is basically a pure love between a devotee and Lord Krishna, where you really don't ask for anything. And Krishna, being so kind to us, he gives you way more than what you could even imagine. So all he wanted was some money to feed his children, so that he can he can follow his duty as a father. However, he got a lot more in return. So with that, let's give them a big hand for the last and final scene of the show. So I'll ask all the participants to introduce themselves. We'll start with Rukmini.
Diva, Tanvi, Pranjal, Vishaka, Madhav, Shiraman, Akshara, Aryan.
So let's give them a big round of applause. The kids have worked really hard to memorize all those lines, and a lot of them also know the meanings, by the way, of each of them. So, and I would like to really thank Sri Balaji Prabhu, who is the main source behind all this. He not only teaches in Synergy School Sanskrit, he also wrote this drama in such a way which is easy to memorize and easy to understand. And I would also like to thank Rupali Mataji and Anuradha Mataji, who are standing there, who basically work tirelessly, calling kids, their parents, arranging for all the things and making the whole thing happen. In addition, there are other folks I'd like to thank. So I would like to thank Rahul Prabhu, who is playing music in the background. I hope he was. And then I'd like to thank Padma Mataji, who actually selected the music for this drama. Last time when we did this, we didn't have music and such nice ones, so this is really an addition there. Now special thanks to Nampriya Mataji and Vijay Mataji, who encouraged us, not forced us, encouraged us to make this drama happen. And special thanks to all the parents who really worked hard so that kids could memorize and perform so well. So